It is the sound that makes fugitives nervous all over Northeast Ohio. It is time for Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. Every week, we feature 3 fugitives who are on our street, making us all a little less safe. They need to be in front of a courtroom, innocent until proven guilty, but they are facing some extremely serious charges. And wouldn't we all be a little safer if they were off our street? Let's welcome in, as we always do every week, Detective Red Dyer. Detective, how are you this morning?
Excellent, Dan. How about yourself?
It's good to have you back. Red, we talk about this every week, but I think it's worth repeating. There's a reason that this partnership has gone on for years. We're talking years now with Crimestoppers of Cuyahoga County, the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department, and Channel 19. Why do we continue this relationship?
Well, Dan, as you've mentioned in the past, this program has been incredibly successful. We've seen great numbers from this program. We've seen great community outreach. It builds community trust. It opens up the potential for a reward, which we'll get into a little later. And we can also get justice for these victims and close these cases.
Justice for victims. That's an important part of why we do this. Red, we've got 3 more fugitives. We never seem to run out. That's kind of a problem, but we can at least get one off the street one at a time. Let's get to our first case. Demarco Coleman. What do we know?
Well, Dan, what we know about Mr. Demarco Coleman is he has 3 warrants with the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department. He is considered a Tier 3 sex offender and he failed to register. This registration is mandated due to a 2016 case in which he pled guilty to rape and gross sexual imposition. The victim in that case was under the age of 13. In February of 2025, Demarco pled guilty to attempted grand theft. According to reports, he removed a key fob from the victim, went to the parking garage, located the victim's car, and drove it out of the parking garage. He has a criminal history with the Sheriff's Department dating back to 2014. He also has warrants with the Fairview Police Department for theft, Cleveland Heights Police for failure to appear, and Brooklyn Police for shoplifting. He's 5'8" and 150 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 10,600 block of Bryant Ave in the city of Cleveland.
This is a sex offender who hurt a child who has not been registering, and one phone call could make the rounds for all those other jurisdictions where he's facing charges, and those charges are racking up. Let's get to our second fugitive out on the street, Ronald Bassani. What do we know?
Well, what we know about Mr. Bassani is that in March of this year, he pled guilty to aggravated assault. According to reports in that case, Dan, police responded to a call of a male who had been shot. Police found the victim with a gunshot wound to their left knee. The victim was treated at the hospital for their injuries, and Ronald was arrested at that time. However, he failed to appear for court this month, and a warrant was issued for his arrest. He's approximately 5'9" and 210 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 15,000 block of Terrence Road in the city of Cleveland.
It doesn't happen often, Red, because we are so successful, but our third and final case is a repeat. This is someone who has been featured here on Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. The Sheriff's Department feeling that he is such a danger to our community that we're going to show him again, but we're going to do so. We're going to show this refeature. He is coming back for another appearance. We're going to do so after we take a short break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. We are joined, as always, by Detective Red Dyer. Red, before the break, we talked about it's not often that we have refeatures. In a case that Crimestoppers of Cuyahoga County, whether it's the county, Crimestoppers, when you bring back a case as serious as this, what's the message we're trying to send?
That it's very important that we get this individual off the streets and into a courtroom to answer to these charges.
Yeah, it's that's how serious this is. I think we featured him late last year. There's even more charges that have been added. That happens from time to time. Let's get to our third and final case of Giani Gay Jr. What do we know?
Well, Dan, what we know is that Giani Gray Jr. is wanted by the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department for a case that originated in Lakewood in September of 2022. Giani fled from investigators who were conducting a drug investigation and was subsequently involved in an accident. He fled that accident scene on foot, leaving drugs, guns, and other criminal tools in the vehicle. And as we've stated before, oftentimes when you find drugs, you will find guns, unfortunately. Mr. Giani Gray Jr. has a criminal history with the Sheriff's Department dating back to 2017 to include a felonious assault when he shot an employee at a pizza shop, an aggravated robbery, as well as kidnapping. He also has a warrant with the Adult Parole Authority. He should be considered armed and extremely dangerous, Dan. He is 5'7" and 180 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 24,000 block of Yoslite Drive in the city of Euclid.
We don't ever like to hear armed and extremely dangerous because we know what that means. We know the havoc that someone like this could continue to cause in our community. Whether he's in Northeast Ohio, whether he's in Cleveland, Lorain, Akron, Canton, no matter where he's at, the talented women and men of law enforcement and warrant units all over have the ability to try and bring him in. But it only happens if someone makes a call. And we get it. No one wants to be involved. It's easier to stay quiet. It's easier to close your door and not be involved in anything. But think about what you're able to do for your community. Red, people get nervous. If they call, they think their name's going to end up in court somewhere. This is the person. John Smith is the one who turned in Giani Gay Jr. That's not what happens with Crimestoppers. That's why this program works. That's why Crimestoppers works, is because what happens when somebody calls this tip number?
Well, Dan, as we discuss every week, when you call the tip number, we don't take down your name, we don't take down your number, we don't record the phone calls, we don't have any of your personal identifying information. We actually provide you with an anonymous tip number that you'll use for further communications, so your information is never exchanged.
And that's what's important. Don't worry about, oh no, as soon as I call, they're gonna write down John Smith, they're gonna write Jane Smith, my name down. That's not what happens. You're gonna get that tip number. Think of it like a tracking number on a package. Call back in 45 days, see if your tip led to an arrest, and you could be eligible for that reward. Detective Red Dyer, when we start talking of up to a $5,000 reward, what do you like people to know?
Yeah, crime doesn't pay, but Crimestoppers does.
Crimestoppers does. It's an incredible program. It is an asset to Northeast Ohio. When you consider we have a 70% capture rate, whether directly or indirectly, of being featured here. 70% of the fugitives that you just saw and you've seen over the past few years have been brought in, locked up, and put in front of a judge. Detective Red Dyer, that's another week in the books. Let's go get them.
It's been a pleasure.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Red. That's going to wrap up Cuyahoga's Most Wanted for this week. It is Police Memorial Week. Think about all the men and women who are out on our street. They've taken an oath to protect us, and unfortunately, sometimes it ends in a death in the line of duty. There are ceremonies. There's another one coming up at 11 o'clock that is very impactful, very meaningful for Northeast Ohio, as we lost 2 officers in the line of duty in the past year. We will have live coverage of that coming up at 11 o'clock. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a great afternoon and be safe.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV apps and follow us on social media at Cleveland 19 News.
Alrighty, Red, Patricia, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good one.
See you next week.
See you then. Bye-bye.
rest of them are in Washington. We got one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, beautiful. Another wonderful day in Cleveland. My plants are watering up. Good.
We young at heart.
There he is.
Okay. I'm just a
I
custodian.
just got off the phone.
Just a custodian.
I just got off the phone here
Yeah, he's having surgery.
today. He's on his way in.
Yeah, he was walking, fell, and he landed on his right shoulder and shattered his shoulder. No ligament damage or anything.
Yeah, shoulder repair is tough to somebody. Takes a long time. I'm sure that somebody sees it.
Down here, young man. You get the third chair.
Young man,
You get the third.
you must need glasses.
You get the third chair.
I get the third chair.
Whose chair am I sitting?
Lane's. He's outside waiting for them to raise up legs.
Oh, they're doing that
Yeah,
outside?
they're gonna do that first. So they're gonna line up. Yeah,
Can they do that outside?
yeah. So everybody's kind of congregating now.
I better get out.
Well, I got to get out there too.
All right.
Get
Yep.
out there.
There you go. Well, no, we're underneath the overhang, so we're
Don't
good.
get wet. Don't
Yep.
overhang here. Good seeing you.
I'm trying.
No, this, yes.
Thank you.
think everybody's going to have one. So we'll get it right out. Ceremony on 7. They shut down the audio system to right before it starts. But just so you know, I am ready, and you know these things usually start a little late.
Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great.
Very nice. Think you are?
No, yeah.
I thought it was fine, and then I went over there. My batteries had already, my
no.
microphone batteries had already started to run down.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
We don't have any plug.
I was looking. This yeah, like I think.
Oh, there's a power strip back
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
But you're good?
How long do these usually run?
Maybe half hour-ish.
No problem at all. No problem at all. Yeah, I'm in court for 2 hours with this thing.
Oh, okay.
So I have batteries in my microphone. I have battery in my camera, of course, and I have a battery on this transmitter.
Oh, there you go.
Just 3.
Yeah. Lord. And how much do they weigh?
This guy is getting really light. The first one, I would say, if you stack 3 or 4 of these together, that's what it weighed. I walked around the...
I'm sure earlier on in the career it's like atrocious.
Well, yeah, and it's all the same things. Like if there was a problem with the camera, the transmission would stop. Just a little, like if you change a setting, if you change the wrong setting on the camera, transmission would stop. The battery wasn't very good, and they had a maybe the most important plug on the backpack. The most important plug was sticking out, So if you tried to go through a doorway with it,
Whack it right off.
and you don't even have to whack it off. You just have to put a little nick in it, and then the cable.
Amazing.
So they've come a long way.
I'm sure to replace it too was a pain, right?
That I was describing was bad. They were smart enough to provide spare batteries. But it's still better than getting a van stuck in the mud
No, right.
and putting the mast up into a power line.
Yeah, they just wanted to do that.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, the frown on that one.
yeah, that's not it.
So you should probably know that.
Well, no, that's true. And so this is going to start with the procession through the doors, right?
Yeah, they'll come and sit, they'll bring their greet, and then they'll do some speaking.
How you doing, Councilman?
Good.
Same here. Yeah, I've edited a number of these. This is the first one of these I've had a chance to attend. Well, then I'll just be happy I'm in here.